Okay, let's see. I think we're back. All right. I figured I might as well just keep going just so I can have, I don't know, a little bit of chill time, I guess. I I mean, I figured why not? Shit. Forgot I had that unmuted. Anyway, all right, so we back. Um I figured since Siznak's off doing his thing, I'll just try and fucking do my own. Besides, this gives me time to figure out just what I wanna do with my music and shit because I do want to brainstorm, and this will be a nice little opportunity for me to go ahead and do that. And I do still want to think of different names and stuff. So this will be a sort of a brainstorming manifesto, or maybe that's not the right word. Anyway, the point is at least simple enough to be understood. So I do have a few different ideas for, like, alternate paths I could take with the music I want to make, because I had been dead set on the cosmic horror kind of mentality for a while, and at some point or another I would like to expand my reach of music to greater heights than just rap, or just one specific gimmick, which is why I've been giving some thought to just dropping the gimmicks in in total, honestly, just to be myself and to go on stage, or not even on stage, but to just get in front of a mic and just go. But I mean, the creativity of the gimmick is always something that I've enjoyed as part of like a rap, like, image, a hip hop image. And with Wicked Clowns being a pretty prevalent gimmick in most of the music in this culture, in this genre, there's always going to be some allusion to that, some alluding. But that's not all I want to be, I suppose, is what I'm trying to get at. um I could try and be like a comedian style musician like Weird Al, but then even then that's more Lil Dicky's thing as a rapper. um and then of course there's the name, which I still haven't necessarily settled on. Chronic is always the one I've been using for the past year or so, but even then, Chronic doesn't really fit my image or lifestyle choice as well. It doesn't really speak me, and that's kind of what you want from names, I guess. I guess it doesn't really matter as long as it sounds cool. Because I mean, like, what other kind of names are there out there for people? Like, I don't know. Post Malone literally just put his name through a freaking name generator, and so did Childish Gambino. So maybe it's not that difficult. Just put something through a name generator and see what pops out. I just got to know which one is the good one to use. Then again, I guess that even doesn't matter because, like, anything could be a good name as long as it ain't fucking Snowflake. But it is what it is. When you get down right to it, it's just got to come from somewhere deep in the heart. And if it clicks and it resonates, then that's the one I'll know. And then I can move on from there. But then therein comes the concept of coming up with a style and a certain, like, art choice. or a sound. Um, I also think I need to get some better equipment because I don't want to record into my microphone headset or my headset microphone because that's what I use to stream right now. What's up, Bender Boys? I'm just chilling, kind of talking to myself. I'm a little tired, but otherwise I'm good. Ain't no big thing. No, he didn't. I mean, kind of, but I don't really care. He can go live all he wants. That isn't my internet, you know? Jesus. I keep on smacking into my desk with my bad knee and it keeps on fucking my leg up. Do a diss track on Siznek. Yeah, that'd probably open the gates of hell on me and I wouldn't hear the end of it. It would be funny though. Just see how good of a song I can make just like without much of a because I'm nowhere near professional like at all whatsoever, but I'm sure I should try something, you know. You think I could take Siznek? Do it hilarious. See, I find it funny that you're trying to stream and then you come over here to talk to me. It's like it shows that you still care, Siznak. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do 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 do. When the world becomes a world without music, what do you guys think happens? Because I personally think we would all go insane. I don't know. Music's such a driving force, half the time I can't even tell if it's if I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. The words of a rambling lunatic have little meaning when they come from a place of such grandiose. Um, oh, you know what I miss like horribly is like stuff from the 90s or just early 2000s back when like technology didn't absolutely rule everything and you could look out your window and like actually enjoy what you saw instead of just being bored and wanting to look back at whatever device you were using. Especially like the aesthetics that they'd use like in art and stuff. Like Taco Bell still keeps that kind of, and that's kind of cool. Like the whole like 80s, like 70s, 80s, 90s kind of thing with like the paint splotches that go in like zigzag patterns everywhere and the freaking multicolored, like vibrant shapes. Reminiscing on the past is one of my favorite pastimes, especially um times from like back when I was a kid where things were more carefree and shit. Like Because back then, the biggest thing in your day could be you found a stick on the ground and you got to use it as like a sword and fight dragons and shit that you believed were there in your head. Nowadays, the biggest thing we get is a paycheck. It's the same feeling. I was like, cool, I get to go out and buy that joint that I need to smoke. I get to go pay my bills, and then after that, I need groceries. But then I get to use that money for drinking and, like, actually going places and having a life. So, in a way, we never really stopped having ambitions and dreams. Once again, I'm tired as hell, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But at this point, any of the insane ramblings that spew out of my brain and mouth could be used later as fuel for the fire that I will be spitting into a microphone. Um, I saw this video once. Now that I think about beer, because it randomly crossed my mind as I looked at the beer bottles on my desk. There was this video I saw once of these guys who mixed beer with things that you don't typically like drink, or at least that you don't mix with beer. And it makes me wonder if I should ever do that as like a challenge, because I always like that idea of just being able to create new concoctions and then see if they work. And if they do, then you make them for all your friends at a party or something, and then everybody thinks you're awesome, and then you get a job at Red Robin or something as a testing, like a test cook, because apparently that's a job. You can literally just get paid to like create new things and see if they taste good or not. And I think that's really awesome, especially because that like you could do that with food, you could do that with like alcoholic drinks are always fun to do that with. Just mix like every single type of drink you can until you find a perfect concoction for you or for everybody. Hell, mix Tabasco and teriyaki sauce and put a drop of vodka in it and call it something. You never know, And what you do know just proves what you don't know, and then what you don't know becomes your goal of what you want to know. Yes, no, I don't know. Um, I'm honestly thinking about whether or not I should grow my hair out or cut it, because I have a specific look I want to go for with my hair, but I'm not sure if I could pull it off right or if it would look good on me. I guess that means the same thing, but my hair of late has been getting pretty just like weird looking, just getting too long on the sides. I tried to cut it a little last night when I had the time. Took a pair of clippers and just tried to hack off a little bit off the side so it didn't look like I was, because my hair does this weird thing where it'll curl up like right at my ears and it gets annoying. Jesus, I don't know why my nose is so stuffy. It's all good though, It's like this shit comes by trial and error. So I guess if I cut my hair in a way that would leave enough of it that I could style it still if it didn't look right, try and make it look better than that, I think that would be pretty good as a technique for cutting my hair. I also think I need to shave, but at the same time, I do want to grow out my beard because I've always liked the way I looked with a beard. I just don't trim it all that much. Plus, my brother kind of like took the clippers that I needed for my hair anyway, so I've been reduced to using scissors to try and cut my hair, and I'm not about to do that shit because that'd be painstakingly like time consuming. Excuse me. Um, if I did shave my hair all off, then I don't, I just don't think it would look because I've always done that. I've always just shaved my hair short, and that's why I wanted to grow it out and like do something with it because now that I have the freedom to not like go to the hair shop, the hair salon, barber, whatever you call it, every time my grandma thinks my hair is getting too fucking long. Uh, I just want to try things with it, you know. I want to see if I can grow it words. I want to see if I can grow it out as long as I can. I want to see if I can turn it into something excellent, something crazy, something people will, look at and go, "Hey, freaking cool hair, dude." Because when you get your hair cut short like that, like it's just a buzz cut, it's just like people will like, they didn't. They'll be like, "Hey, like I like the haircut," but like it's not. You never get a compliment. They're just like, "Oh, you shaved your hair, okay." Like if you wanted to be fucking, if you want your hair to actually get compliments, then you got to do something crazy with it, you know. And I don't want to just be the kind of dude who sits there and just goes, "Ah, well, I'm a normal dude like everybody else." It's like, no, I want to have my hair like, I want to make myself look cool because for the past couple of years, I've only ever been doing what my grandma has told me to do. And I don't think my grandma is the absolute best judge of what a 21-year-old man would look good with. Speaking of which, I do need to go clothes shopping because I need new shorts. Because basketball shorts are not something I want to wear all the time. I would like to not look like a 12-year-old half the time I walk out of the house. Which is why I want to go buy cargo shorts, but every time I try and go find some at the stores they have at the mall, I can never fucking find sizes that fit me, or if I try and find a size that fits me, I don't even remember what size I wear. So I have to look into that and shit. It's whatever though, you know. Um, let's see. Yeah, well, it's a party over here too, but it's my party, so fuck you. Um, I have thought about what styles I should try and give myself though, because there's always been that thing in the back of my head that's like you can't wear t-shirts and basketball shorts forever. And I've been told cargo shorts would probably look pretty good on me, and then I don't know what I would do as far as like what I wear as like a shirt or anything, but I can't just wear like t-shirts and basketball shorts in the summer and then like a hoodie and jeans. Though that's never been it's never been a problem for me in the winter is the hoodies and jeans. I think I look pretty okay in that. I don't know. It's just a work in progress. Like I'm still working on shit. But at least I know where to go from here. At least I know that I have a place to go and I'm not just trying to settle. Wear t-shirts and baseball shorts until you're 85. Nah. Though that would look better than booty shorts and a crop top. Like I would not wear that. Make a video of me bawling uncontrollably. I'm sorry, I don't know if you read my name right. It's Chronic, not Tommy James. Skinny jeans and medium shirts. Okay, Siznak, either you want me to ruin any pair of clothing I put on, or you just want me to strangle myself. Truth be told, I probably wouldn't even be able to put a pair of skinny jeans over my wrist. It's I don't know, it's one of those things that I just can't seem to figure out yet, but I'm working there. In any case, um on the topic of clothes that I can't fucking fit in, why are shoes so fucking difficult to shop for sizes over 14 or sizes over 13 for that matter? I can't tell you how many times I've walked into the shoe store and literally just like my mentality walking in is like, oh, okay, well, I found these shoes that I'm wearing last time I was here, and maybe I'll find something better. But I walk in the damn store, and every time I walk in, I just feel like, okay, cool. Nothing in here looks good at all. And of course, now that I'm not like being dictated by my family anymore because I'm a grown adult man, I can walk into a shoe shop and go, okay, cool, these look cool, without my grandma being like, oh my God, no, that looks horrible on you. And then making me buy something else. But, I mean, I guess she does have a point. Like, why would you want to wear traffic cones on your feet? Then again, a couple years from now, if my feet don't stop fucking growing, that might be the only thing I can wear. That'd be an interesting fashion statement, though. Just a shoe that's made out of the material used from a traffic cone. I wonder if anybody's thought to do that. The shoes I have right now, they're this like weird kind of like bluish purple color that kind of like it glistens like in the sunlight. It'll change colors, kind of like the shine that happens on the shoe, the reflective material, it changes it from like looks almost like purple or green. And I think that's pretty dope because that's what I had on the last pair of shoes I had as well. Except it was gray and the shine was more like a chromatic kind of looking one. So it turned more purple and green, kind of like an oil slick, I suppose. Same thing with the shoes I have now, but they're like these ones are more blue, like more like not a navy bluish, but like the way the ocean looks when you're high above it, looking down from like a parasail or something. Ooh, parasailing. Yeah, I've always wanted to try stuff like that, like parasailing, skydiving, bungee jumping, shit like that. Like shit that's like exhilarating. Like, part of me is still a little bitch and doesn't want to go because like death is a thing that I don't want to happen to me. but at the same time, like, why not experience that shit, you know? Because it's so exhilarating. It's so, like, thrilling. It's a thrill, and I don't take a lot of risks or chances in my life. So I feel like that would give me a little bit of a spine, a little bit more hair on my chest. Excuse me. I also feel like if I did go skydiving, it would be a horrendous occasion because I do remember Bert Kreischer talking about his experience while he was standing uh, on stage, and he was talking about how when he went skydiving on the episode of Rachel Ray, he was strapped to a dude. And I'm pretty sure that's not how I want to die either. I would not like to be fucked into the ground at 1,000 miles an hour by some dude wearing a backpack. Um, I've always wanted to go to Japan just because I've always loved like the Japanese culture and like the nature they have over there is so different compared to ours. Like that plus the technology that they've developed and like that's like the home of industry, not the home of industry, but like a lot of technological advancements have been made in Japan, in Tokyo, Kyoto, whatever. And it's one of those things that's it makes you wonder because you could always just go like have one dream location that you'd want to go to, but like why not travel the world, go and see the sights and do all of it, experience all different kinds of culture. That's why I want to learn so many different kinds of language too, is because then you get to share those experiences with other people who've already like who live that, and then you get to like they're like, oh, okay, cool, like somebody from outside of where we are wanted like they loved our way of life so much that they wanted to come here and learn about it and like experience it for themselves. And I guess it's the same way for the way we see people over here. But on that topic, there is always the person that will come to this country and then kind of just have no clue what they're doing. And nobody ever seems to help him, and that makes me feel bad because like it is kind of difficult sometimes for people. And I want to help them. So I want to learn languages so there's not that one because that's like the biggest barrier between cultures, I think, is just language. If we could all communicate in the same language, then we wouldn't have as many problems as we currently do. Granted, it probably wouldn't get rid of a lot of the problems, but it would get rid of quite a few. Plus, it would make everybody smarter if we all knew just like a bunch of languages. Because then you have multiple different ways of expressing yourself and like different sentences. And there are words in different languages that don't even have translations in English. Like, like one word in Japanese could translate into an entire sentence in English, like the word komorebi, which basically translates to sunlight filtering through the trees in a forest, which I guess it could have a word, just one word in our language, but you know, I don't think anybody's ever discovered that word yet or made it. And that's what I love about language is there's so many different ways to express like different thoughts and like differences in people that you can appreciate and be like, oh, okay, cool. You have this thing and we have this and then we have that and then you have this. It's like, why don't we work together and like create something out of it? I don't know. I Is any of what I'm saying making sense to anybody watching right now? Because at this point, I'm just kind of rambling. Either way, the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Or at least that's the official definition, I think. I don't remember. I don't know why I said that, but it was an interesting fact nonetheless. Philosophy and thought processes have always been something that I enjoyed just letting go off on a tangent in my own brain because then it gives me more things to think about, more ideas to come up with. Why am I timing people out, Siznak? Because he was spamming, and I really don't want to like have to see that when I'm trying to look for other people's messages because I I want to have some resemblance of what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Not professionalism, but well, I do want to have professionalism, but I don't want to just have a chat full of one word spams, even though I'm not even really trying to focus on that right now. I'm just kind of like going with the flow. And in any case, where was I? Um, Thought processes. Yeah, because if I give myself those thought processes and let them, if I just let them filter through and just keep on going and going, eventually it'll end in a thought that I can use later, like some knowledge that I can like use for my own gain and possibly for others. Maybe that's the kind of message I should put out with my music. Do I even do rap though? Like, what should I do? Because I could do anything. There's a type of music for everybody. I mean, metal is a good one too. Like, I'd be combining two different genres, but even then, like, some people would probably be like, "Oh, well, I don't like those two genres mixed together." But, it's what I want to do, I guess, and that's all that matters. There is always the possibility of just having a general, like a sort of center point, and then kind of going off in little directions every once in a while. Like I can release one album in one style and an EP in another one, or I could just do an album where I have a central theme, like a central genre, and then like go off in certain little offshoot themes. I think that would be pretty dope if I managed to branch out my sound in different ways. Um, Maybe a more a little somber tone here and there, or an energetic one. I guess kind of like what ICP does. That'd always be pretty good. Excuse me. Mm. Isn't that just crazy though? How you can just go for forever just trying to think of something to do, trying to think of so many different like ideas and ways of performing an act. Because even then, that's another thing I have to work on is like if I ever want to make a music video or if I ever go live on a stage, I can't just stand there holding the mic like a fucking stick on a tree. Gotta move around, gotta get hyped. Which I know sounds right now like that's not something I could do because I'm tired as a fucking dog right now. But you win some, you lose some. Right now, I'm losing the battle against fucking sleep deprivation. But I will not go down without a fight. I'm also hungry, so um, that brings me back to my name though, because I want to come up with a different name. Like maybe chronic is the one that'll work, but like I feel like maybe there could be something different, something better I could use. And to have that would be pretty nice. I could always do just what Little Dicky does and like come up with little different snippets here and there of things that I could do. Um, the only other thing I could think of besides just copying other people, which I really don't want to do because, you know, plagiarism and whatnot, is to just go by my real name. But where's the fun in that, If all the world's a stage, then don't I already play the part? There's already an act going on in my real life. Maybe I want to start a new one. I'm getting way too deep and philosophical for the Voice Box podcast, I think. This is the place where professionalism comes to die. And I'm sitting here talking like I want to prosper with my music. Should I come up with like interesting intrinsic freaking like puzzling and confusing thoughts about what I do and like should I try and be intellectual or should I like should I actually try and make a living and like put thought into what I want to do or should I just like scream into the microphone like a complete buffoon for a couple of hours? Sleep is a valuable commodity. And I really wish I didn't have to sleep because then I'd get an extra like 8 hours to do with what I please. And that would give me so much time to just like get bored with what I want to do and then figure out what I need to do and then want to do that thing that I need to do and then go do it. If I never had to sleep, I would get so much shit done. But you can't always have what you want all the time, I guess. That's just life. Ooh, what if I played the bass guitar like as like a riff? A riff, what? play the bass guitar for my own beats and stuff. So just like add a short little solo or something. I say bass guitar because that's what I have right now. I don't have my own electric guitar. Then again, I could get my friend Jack to play some shit. There's always the possibility of collaboration. I don't have to be a solo act, though I doubt there are any people out there who haven't already found a group to be in if they are wanting to be in one more than be a solo act. And it just goes to show you that the early singer gets the audition. I guess that's not exactly true, is it? It doesn't matter how early you show up, it matters if you're good or not. But the world don't know if I'm good or not yet. Hell, I haven't even worked to the point where I think I'm good enough yet, so I still need to do some work, but I'll get there. Work shall be done in order for progress to be made. And in the end, if I don't end up being something super excellent and amazing, then it will not have been my calling and I can spend my time elsewhere. Like, for example, making this podcast into something formidable. That'd be kind of cool. In any case, it actually is getting pretty late and I have to go to work in the morning. So, in total, I've streamed about an hour tonight. Um, with that being said, I think I'm gonna cut it short here, and then I'll probably have more time to stream tomorrow. So I'll hop back on after I get off work, and we'll see if we can't get the party back up and going. Uh, God, excuse me. Mm, yeah. So tomorrow, when I get home from work and I have more residual energy to actually continue doing a podcast, I will do so. Look forward to it, and I'll see you guys then. Stay fresh, stay wild, and stay wicked. Chronic signing off.